Hi everyone, my name is Gerda Steyn and I am going to go through the 2025 Comrades route profile with you. I will be sharing some of the experience that I've had and I hope that you'll enjoy this video. If you do enjoy it, please go to ownmyrun.com. It's my brand new website and I would love for you to visit. I'm constantly adding new content, so I hope to see you there. I have run Comrades 7 times. I've got a medal collection that consists of a Bill Rowan, a silver medal and 5 golds, including 3 wins. I know that a lot of people have done a lot more Comrades than me, but I do spend a lot of time dissecting and analyzing the route throughout my preparation. So I hope that this can help you too. Please note, this video is made for everyone, regardless of your finish time. A lot of the principles are the same, so enjoy. So let's start at the start. As we all know, it's a down run this year, starting as usual in Pietermaritzburg in Albert Lithuli Road. There's a few changes to the start this year. We won't be going down the same route as we did in the past few down runs. However, it is the exact same route as it was in 2012, 2014 and 2016. So it's not a brand new way that we will be following to leave Pietermaritzburg. There's also a change to the start time. The previous 5:30 a.m. start is now amended to 5:45 for wave 1 and 6 o'clock for wave 2. But this information is widely available and it's all available on the Comrades website, so it's nothing new. With the latest start time, it does mean that we will have a little bit more sunlight earlier on in the race, with sunrise being at around 6:50 a.m. Changes were also made to the finish this year. We will be having a street finish, which is very exciting, in front of Moses Mabhida Stadium, or in other words, next to People's Park. The official race distance this year is 89.98 kilometers. There are ongoing roadworks at around 20 kilometers into the race, so that's around Umlaas Road. This is nothing new to 2023, but maybe just something to take note of. Very important, add an extra 700 meter or so to your race distance when you're working out your planned race pace, because your GPS watch will always overread. And remember, if you have a race plan and are aiming to reach certain points under a certain time, use route markers instead of your GPS distance. Good practice is to start your watch when your wave gun goes off, not when you cross the start line, as it is gun to mat timing, so very important. Route markers, of course, a Comrades tradition, counts downward. So 89 Ks to go, 88, 87 and so on. So keep that in mind. It is hard to do math when you're in the zone, and even more so when you are in a pain cave. The start. Be in your correct pen early. Don't leave too late. Rather, leave your accommodation with loads of time to spare. Save your energy and adrenaline for when it matters, please. The race starts along Albert Lithuli Road and your first turn will be a right-hand turn. That's after about 1.5 km. From there on, it's a slight uphill climb all the way to the top of Polly Shorts at about 8.5 kilometers into the race. If this year's race is particularly cold and if you're wearing a warm top, you might start to feel a little bit warm at this point. But remember that it's always colder when you drop down on Polly Shorts, so maybe leave it on for a while longer if in doubt. You'll drop down for 2 kilometers and I promise you that you'll enjoy this much more than on the up run, so just take a moment to appreciate it. From there on, Little Polly's awaits, and even though it's quite a steep uphill to the top of Little Polly's, it will not last for much longer than 1 kilometer. Please remember, it is still very early on in the race at this point, and you will feel fresh and full of energy, but you must take it easy at this point. If planned walks are part of your strategy, then this is a perfect place to walk. My advice is to walk uphill so that you don't have to waste time running downhill, which is obviously much easier than up. The drop down from Little Polly's brings us to about 14 kilometers into the race. For the next 7 kilometers, there won't be much of a down run feeling to it because it is all the way up. But the good thing is, once you get to 20k, you are at the highest point in the entire race. So it will give you some peace of mind. When you reach this point, you'll be running parallel with the highway, the sun will be out, and you'll feel nicely warmed up, and the nerves long forgotten. So don't forget to take in your fuel and hydration even during these early stages of the race. Camperdown at 25 kilometers also attracts plenty of supporters. There's a sneaky hill at 23 kilometers in, but it was placed there as a reminder to all Comrades runners that it's a long day and that it's not the time for egos to be bigger than they should. Hold back and save it. Fortunately, this hill is followed by a lovely stretch to Cato Ridge. It is undulating but overall downhill until 30 kilometers. Again, a great atmosphere awaits at Cato Ridge. It is fairly easy to access this point as a spectator, and you'll feel energized running through here, especially knowing that you have covered a third of the race distance already. From 32 to 35, you'll be going uphill, and please don't confuse this area with Inchanga. Inchanga is still ahead, and it starts at around 40 kilometers into the race. It is a 2.5k long climb with 100 meter of elevation gain, so don't try to fight it. Lean in, don't waste energy by swerving across the road. Just zone in and get it over with, crossing the marathon mark and a descent into Drummond, or better said, halfway mark. Bruce Fordyce always refers to Drummond as the bowl. Depending on how much you conserved your efforts, it can either be a cereal bowl filled with colorful Fruit Loops or one that looks more like a graveyard than a cereal bowl, so take caution. You'll be lifted by the crowds, the cheer zone, there's music playing, and all sorts of excitement at the halfway mark, but just make sure that you enjoy the gees without allowing it to interfere with your pace. Halfway in distance is not halfway in effort distribution, and whether you finish first or last, this rule applies to you. You are now at 45 kilometers, and the Wall of Honor will be a wonderful reminder of the magnitude of this race that you are part of. Good morning, Arthur. 45 to 52k is both a crucial and a difficult part of the race because when you look at the elevation map, you're still going uphill. You are 52 kilometers into the down run, but you have been climbing, and it can take its toll on you mentally, so don't let it. You are here because you are strong and courageous and you can do difficult things. You've trained for it and you can do this. From the top of Botas Hill at 52 kilometers, you'll get a taste of some downhills, and this will get even better once you have climbed up the nasty bump just before reaching Hillcrest. Hillcrest loves cheering on Comrades runners, and you are going to be lifted running through Winston Park, Hillcrest, Kloof, Everton, which pretty much covers the route between 55 and 65 kilometers. At around 65 kilometers in, you will meet the beast of the downrun, Fields Hill. You can see Durban in the far distance, and you can get an idea of the amount of descending that is still ahead of you. Fields Hill is the great exposer. It exposes those who've gone out too hard, and too often runners are so tired when they reach this point that they must hobble down this incredibly steep descent. Fields Hill is 3 kilometers long, steep descent with around 180 meters of elevation loss. But that in its own would have been okay. What makes it so difficult is the fact that you've run 65 kilometers, probably longer than you have since last year's Comrades, and you've already been running downhill for a long time prior to the start of Fields Hill, so you can expect to feel it. My advice here would be to try and conserve your quads by putting some of the pressure on your hamstrings. Try to run at a manageable pace and do not try to play catch up. Save it for Westville because you are going to need it. A sharp left turn, an underpass, and crowds echoing will mark the bottom of Fields Hill, and immediately you'll be welcomed by the supporters in Pinetown. I urge you to visualize running through Pinetown in these last few weeks of training because Pinetown is hot, you're tired, you'll wish that you could just fast forward time, you'll want to give up, and you will question your life decisions. Whatever you do, don't give up. Keep going. You have got less than a half marathon in distance to go, and your mind will carry you through. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and try to smile. Keep fueling and keep pushing forward. Cowie's Hill, the last of the famous 5, is your next focus point. Cowie's Hill is about 1 kilometer long, so think of it as only 1 kilometer long. It is quite steep and it hits a little bit different due to the enormous amounts of downhill running prior to this. So if your legs are feeling like bricks, rest assured that this is normal. Take calculated walk breaks to break this hill down into smaller, more manageable sections. For instance, take 1 minute walk, 2 minutes of running, or 30-second walk, 1 minute running until you reach the top. You will join the highway shortly after Cowie's Hill descent, and this can also be hot and lonely. Gravity will still be working in your favor at this point, even though it might not feel like it due to the undulations and also the wideness of the main road. The Comrades Down Run has a way of playing some sick jokes, the 2 least funny ones being 45th Cutting and Tollgate. Again, take calculated walks on these hills, but please keep this in mind when you're working out your race plan. 45th Cutting is an awful ramp at about 81 kilometers in. It is 800 meters long and it stings. Tollgate is not much more forgiving. The only positive here is that you are now officially in Durban and you have single digits or less than 10k to go to the finish. 2 kilometers through Berea and then a left turn towards the old finish, Kingsmead Stadium. Don't spend too much time topping over it. Just look ahead and focus on finishing your race. The last 2 kilometers of the race is flat and the finish line awaits. So savor the moment. Be proud of your efforts and go and get that medal that you've been working for such a long time. Your family, your friends, your fellow runners, everyone's waiting for you at the finish line and they are going to hero you. I can't wait to see you all at the start of Comrades 2025.